The way the government works, a department just basically asks for money from Treasury and they send it out. We all run businesses. There's a reconciliation process. You have a contract, you issue a PO against it, something comes in, you check that it came in, service is rendered, and then you issue a payable, and then a month later you pay it, right? That doesn't happen in the U.S. government. There is that process is broken. It used to happen. It's broken now. And so literally money's flowing out. I used to ask myself this question: why are the numbers always revised? Why are they always wrong? How can the government know how much money it's spending? Just hit the button on the computer and figure it out. Problem is, that button doesn't exist. We spent time early on. I was at Mar-a-Lago with Elon trying to track through, like, how does the money actually flow? No one could tell us how it actually flows. Where is it going out? People didn't know. And it's totally crazy. And it's the reason
it all goes through Treasury, Antonio? Or can you just explain that to us?
Well, so I will try to explain it to you. I'm not sure I have full command of it. I'm not sure anyone does quite yet. It goes to Treasury ultimately, but it was supposed to flow through the way it was supposed to work. It was changed in the 70s, in 1973. The Nixon administration in 71, let me go back, they came off the gold standard, which allowed deficits. In 73, at the nadir of the Nixon presidency, Congress took away from the presidency the executive power, this thing called apportionments, which was the power of the executive to stop spending. So Nixon was abusing it by stopping things he didn't want, and so Congress took it away from him. What that means today is the executive, as he reaches in, it's very hard to just stop payments. So what's happening is the government is put in a process where they would just have an authorized executive kind of stamp a bill that got paid. That broke. And I don't know when it broke, but it broke sometime. So the money flow now, department gets a budget authorized to it by Congress. It goes to OMB. OMB allocates the budget. That department then just sends a money request to Treasury to pay. It is not reconciled against what happened. This is one of the reasons.
Yeah. And that's it. There's no controller. There's no controller function like there is in a normal company.
100%. There is no control. There is no controller. There's no reconciliation. The reason they can't pass audits, okay, the reason this happens is because you can't audit something you haven't reconciled. The only audit that I've seen is actually from the Social Security Administration. And when you read it, I've got one of my partners who have read the thing. It's just riddled with material weaknesses that are probably.
Do you think there are individuals that have made like millions or billions of dollars from mispayments overseas? Like, is this kind of what's gone on in the missing money in Ukraine, do you think? Like, it's kind of found its way to the wrong places?
Yeah. I mean, so what I don't know what happened in Ukraine.
Such
I don't.
Crazy story.
Yeah. It is shocking about Ukraine. I will say that I have business experience trying to work in businesses that had Medicare's payments. I wanted to make that better, right? We use this to make the world better. And we just stopped because we found so much fraud.